Well, great. It's good to be with you again. I just want to share some thoughts that I hope will encourage you during this time that we're in lockdown. Welcome to Community Church Longton. My name is Andy and I'm the pastor here. I want to really think about something from Psalm 85. Sorry, that's a mistake. Psalm 84, verse 5 to 7. And here the psalmist is describing a journey that God's people go on. And the text doesn't indicate that our walk with God will be without pain. It does sort of suggest to us that there will be times when we are struggling and things aren't going well. So let's just dive into this passage and read what it says to us. How rich are they who find their strength in the Lord. Within their hearts are the highways to holiness. Even when their paths wind through dark valley of tears, they dig deep and find pleasant pools where others only find pain. He gives them a brook of blessing filled from rain from an outpouring. They grow stronger and stronger and will never step forward. As they step forward, they will find the God of all gods will appear before them in Zion. God is travelling with his people to Jerusalem to worship. They are strong in God. Their hearts are overflowing and they're looking forward to worship. And that's how we started this session. But along the way, they encounter the dark valley of tears. And many of us, I think, have those experiences in life, don't we? And especially if you think about it over the last few months, we've all been through that, haven't we? What we thought was just a normal life going forward, and now all of a sudden we've found a dark valley of tears. Many people are grieving for all sorts of reasons, maybe grieving for actual loss of a friend, a beloved one. Many people have died. You only have to turn on the news and see the number of people that are dying. Many are grieving the loss of peace and are totally disturbed by what's going on, or the fact that there is no mobility. They have to stay where they are. The security that you used to know has all changed as you enter this valley of tears. We're not exempt from a valley of tears. However, I have got some encouragements for you in this valley time. Number one, and the first important thing I think, is we're meant to go through the valley. The encouragement here is we go through. We're meant to go all the way through. The valley is not our destination. 2020, 2021, COVID-19, however you want to describe it, that is not your destination. It's important to keep our hearts and those around us filled with hope and understand all that God's saying to us. As we keep moving forward, make sure that we don't get stuck in this valley here forever. The next thing to encourage us with is that God is with us. I've got a great psalm here. You'll know this when I read this to you, so let me just read this to you. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Yeah, Psalm 23 verse 4. You see, Jesus is the light of the world, isn't he? And therefore I think death is only a shadow. It's only something that's fleeting. It's not the end. There's another well-known saying, isn't there? It says there's the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's exciting, as long as you don't think it's the train coming the other way. But there's the light at the end of the tunnel. But for me and you, Jesus is the light in the tunnel. He is always with us. He never leaves us or forsakes us. He's always there with us. No matter how dark it seems, Jesus is there with you. He's not going to leave you. What a great encouragement that is to us. The next thing I want to sort of encourage us with while we're going through this valley is the valley experience can become a really fruitful one. There's a great verse in Genesis chapter 50, I think it's around verse 20, you'll find it. But it says that God is able to change what the enemy meant for evil for his good, for your good. God would turn what the enemy meant to pull you down and destroy you into your good. Now, isn't that encouraging? That's something we can take with us through this valley that we're going through. Something else to encourage us with from this passage in Psalm 84 that we've been looking at is that we will emerge even stronger. Once we've walked through, get it? We're going through. This is not our home. We're not staying here. We're going through to the other side. And as we come through the other side, we'll come out of here stronger. And that is so encouraging, isn't it? And the final thing I think that I want to really encourage you with is that as we go through this experience in the valley, we will know God even better. We will know him as our rock. We will know him as our defender, as our hiding place. He will always be there with us. Isn't that encouraging? To know him more, to know him greater, even though we're going through a harder time, we will know God better. Listen to this psalm that I want to finish with. It's Psalm 32, verse 7. And it says of God, "You are a hiding place for me. You preserve me from trouble. You surround me with shouts of deliverance." Isn't that exciting to know that God is shouting deliverance around you today and as you go through this valley time? So let's take a few moments today, even at the end of the day, and remind ourselves that God is with us in this valley time. Let's remember how he's here with us. He's going to lead us through this. This isn't our destination. This isn't where we're stopping. God is with us and leading us through. Let's trust him that on the other side, we will be stronger and know him better. Well, thanks very much for being with me today. I hope that God's really blessed you, and I hope you're being encouraged and built up during this time. Yeah, there are all sorts of problems we're going to face in this valley, but God is bigger and God is greater, and he's going to lead us through. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I pray God blesses you. I hope to be back on here on Wednesday. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.